Welcome back. In our special segment, we'll tell you about a recent tragic incident that has been reported. Dangal star, who we all loved and cheered for her acting skills, who played the young Babita Phogat, Suhani Bhattagar, as was confirmed by the family, died at the age of 19, and it was later revealed that one of the rare diseases that she was suffering from was dermatomyositis. It's a rare inflammatory issue, and how can it lead to even death? We'll try and examine and talk, and Sneha Murdani will join us. First, take a look at this report.
Suhani Bhattagar, who starred in India's all-time biggest blockbuster, Dangal, has passed away at the age of 19. In the film, Suhani played the role of junior Babita Phogat. Suhani succumbed at Delhi's All India Institute of Medical Sciences on the 16th of February. Her family in a statement said she passed away due to an autoimmune disorder, a rare inflammatory disease, Dermatomyositis, that was diagnosed only a few days ago, though symptoms of which had appeared 2 months ago.
मेडिसिन उसको दिए, फ्लूइड वगैरह, और वो सब सारी मसल्स के थ्रू वो पानी बॉडी में जाने लग गया, जिसकी वजह से उसका फ्लूइड पूरा बॉडी में फ्लूइड हो गया. उसके बाद उसके लंग्स कोलैप्स करने लगे, और लंग्स कोलैप्स करे और फिर रेस्पिरेशन नहीं हुआ. उसका ऑक्सीजन लेवल बहुत कम हो गया था. वेंटिलेटर पे डाल रखा था, मगर वेंटिलेटर पे डालने के बाद भी उसका ऑक्सीजन बहुत कम था.
What is the rare inflammatory disease dermatomyositis that 19-year-old Dangal actor Suhani Bhattagar died of? This is an uncommon inflammatory disease that causes muscle weakness and a distinctive skin rash. Muscles of the shoulders, upper arms, hips, thighs and neck display the most weakness here. The affected person finds it difficult to raise the arms above the shoulder level and also to get up from sitting position on chair or the floor. The rash is a purplish rash, often found around the eyes, cheeks, front of the chest or on the upper back. There may be joint pain and swelling, inflammation of the heart and lung muscle tissues, swelling and inflammation in the blood vessels that supply your skin and muscles. It is a rare disease and affects 2 to 3 people in a population of 1 lakh. While there is no cure for dermatomyositis, you can treat the symptoms with medication, physical therapy, exercise, heat therapy and rest.
Environmental factors such as the smoke, air pollutants, vehicle pollutants can cause this. There are certain viral infections which can cause, like Epstein-Barr virus, hepatitis B and C virus, parvovirus and HIV, which are known to cause this. Certain health drinks which contain spirulina, alfalfa and chlorella can also cause this. Certain drugs such as hydroxyurea, penicillamine and statins, which are used to low cholesterol, have been known to cause dermatomyositis.
An autoimmune disease is caused when your immune system is overactive, causing it to attack and damage your body's own tissues. Normally, your immune system creates proteins called antibodies that work to protect you against harmful substances such as viruses, cancer cells and toxins. But with autoimmune disorders, your immune system can't tell the difference between invaders and healthy cells.
The immune system is the body's own defense, our own army. And the antibodies which act against the bacteria and viruses are like our soldiers. These antibodies are supposed to protect us, but due to some environmental triggers, they somehow turn against us and become autoantibodies and cause damage to our own organ systems. In case of dermatomyositis, there is involvement of the skin and the muscles, so there is inflammation where these autoantibodies develop against the skin, which is derm, and myos means the muscles.
Doctors have identified more than 100 autoimmune diseases. Rheumatoid arthritis, systemic lupus, inflammatory bowel disease, psoriasis are amongst a few. In New Delhi, Sneha Murdani for India Today TV.
So it definitely came as a shock to many that such a young woman, an actor, and her life was lost. But because of the age, because she was, a teenager, that is what has led to a lot of questions. I'm now bringing in this telecast my colleague Sneha Murdani. Sneha, we watched that report that you brought out. But at 19, you know, and I'm wondering if dermatomyositis can be so deadly that it can consume the life of a 19-year-old.
You know, it's a case of late diagnosis, Pooja, unfortunately.
Okay.
The family themselves in a statement have said that 2 months ago she started to show symptoms. She was not showing symptoms. And, you know, the diagnosis actually happened 10 days ago. You know, so this is the delay in diagnosis. Yes, autoimmune disorders are like that. Sometimes the symptoms of autoimmune disorders may actually be fairly vague, and that's the reason why it could be a difficult diagnosis. The parents have said the girl was otherwise all healthy all this while, and they had zero suspect that there was something as grave as this infection, this disease that was in fact the problematic area. She in fact had also suffered a fracture, and she was healing from the fracture. In the middle of all this, the symptoms suddenly erupted. These are autoimmune disorders. To tell our viewers, autoimmune disorders is when the immunity of your body falls down because antibodies are not getting made essentially in your body. So your body's mechanism to fight diseases is totally confused. Your body is actually even killing off the healthy cells. Your immunity is on an overdrive where the body is totally confused, Pooja, if I can put it this way. So your healthy cells are getting killed as well. That's how your immunity is all over the place. The immune system of the body is all over the place. It's confused, and that's the reason why healthy cells get killed as well. This is in fact one of the hundreds of autoimmune disorders that medical science all over the world has spoken about, from lupus to cirrhosis and many other such diseases.
This is an important point you're telling us, because it's not just one autoimmune disorder. I know someone in the family who has extreme psoriasis as well. That's again an autoimmune disorder, and many people don't know about it. It's not much commonly discussed in India. So tell me this, if it cannot be cured in the later stages, if it's diagnosed, how can someone suffering from an autoimmune when does it erupt, how does it erupt, and how can we contain it? Keep it at low so perhaps the life cycle goes on.
That's right. So speaking about this particular disease, the doctors have clearly said that there could be various factors. It could be a reaction to statins, a medicine taken for cholesterol, to reduce bad cholesterol. Also, it could be because of environmental factors like pollution. You rightly said that there is no definitive cure, and those people, unfortunately, having autoimmune disorders have to live with it. But what can be done is that the symptoms can be managed, and that's how most people in fact survive. But the problem in this case, unfortunately, like I said, was in fact poor diagnosis or very last stage diagnosis, and that's the reason why the situation for this young girl went out of hand. Pooja.
Thank you so much, Sneha. And it's concerning, but also a reminder with this telecast that Sneha and I are bringing to you. Focus on your health. What's happening underneath, inside? If there are genetic issues as well, always get it checked, Sneha,
Pooja,
isn't
you know,
it?
I'll just say something before we leave. You know, I think the best messenger for you to give you a red flag, you know, to give you a red flag
and
over
notice
your health,
it.
and notices is your body itself.
That's true.
I don't think anybody speaks to you the way your own body does.
Always listen to your body.
Listen to your body.
Never
because
ignore.
I think these are symptoms. You know, we may be brushing it under the carpet, like rashes, for example. You know, rashes could be because of anything.
And not just a small allergy. Think about it, get it checked, because what we really have in this world is actually just our body, isn't it, Sneha? Keep it healthy, take care of it. Everything else will follow.